Slate Asset Management, owner of the Maple Ridge Shopping Center at 2501 White Bear Avenue, is proposing to build a new 4,200 square foot convenience store and is proposing access changes to White Bear Avenue and Gervais Avenue. This project will be reviewed by the Community Design Review Board at 6 p.m. on May 19th. Later that evening on the 19th, the Planning Commission will review the project at its meeting at 7 p.m. The Planning Commission will also be holding a public hearing. If you are interested in providing comments directly to the Planning Commission during this public hearing, please visit www.maplewoodmn.gov for more meeting information, or call Michael Martin, the city planner reviewing this project at 651-249-2303. The new convenience store would be owned and operated by a new grocery tenant, which would occupy the former Rainbow Foods building on this same site. To move forward with this request, the applicant needs City Council approval of a conditional use permit for a planned unit development and a motor fuel station. The applicant also needs city approval for design review and a comprehensive sign plan. This project is eligible for a planned unit development because there will be more than 2 principal uses on this site. The principal uses include the existing multi-tenant shopping center building, the currently vacant grocery store building, and the new proposed convenience store building. Planned unit developments allow for a unified site design and flexibility from code requirements. The applicant is seeking flexibility for the front yard setback for the new convenience store. Typically, the front yard setback is 30 feet from the right-of-way. The applicant is requesting that the convenience store be set back 19 feet and 7 inches from the White Bear Avenue right-of-way. In addition, the applicant is requesting flexibility from the parking minimum requirements. Typically for retail, the city requires 1 space for every 200 square feet of retail area. The applicant is requesting a ratio of 1 space per 250 square feet of retail area. This will leave the overall center 93 spaces short of code requirements. In addition, conditional use permits are required for motor fuel stations in the city of Maplewood. Motor fuel stations are required to be at least 350 feet set back from the nearest residential property line. In this case, the motor fuel station will be approximately set back 537 feet from the nearest residential property line. The proposed convenience store is to be located on the east side of the shopping center site. As part of this project, the applicant is proposing to close its existing access on White Bear Avenue and shift the access south to just north of the new convenience store building. This new access drive will align with the access drive directly across the street on White Bear Avenue. In addition to the realigned access drive, the applicant is proposing that a new traffic light be installed. The applicant has been working with Ramsey County on creating this new access drive and the traffic light, and the county has given preliminary approval to this concept. In addition to the access changes on White Bear, the applicant is proposing to reduce the amount of access drives on Gervais Avenue from 3 to 2. One of those drives on Gervais Avenue would be a full left turn and right turn access. The Gervais Avenue access improvements have also been reviewed by the Maplewood city engineer, who has also given preliminary approval to this design. The new convenience store building will be 18 feet in height with a parapet in the center of the building rising to 23 feet. The fuel canopy will be 19 feet and 6 inches in height. The convenience store and fuel canopy will be constructed with 2 different colors of brick and limestone panels. Staff finds the proposed building materials to be attractive and an upgrade for this site. but does believe that additional architectural elements need to be added to the east elevation of the proposed convenience store building. The convenience store is in a very visible spot along White Bear Avenue, and the east elevation or back elevation of the building faces the street and needs to be treated as if it were a front elevation. The applicant's landscaping plan shows that 7 trees are to be removed during this development. 6 are in the location of the proposed convenience store, and 1 would be removed due to the access improvements on Gervais Avenue. The applicant is proposing 4 new trees to be planted on the site. In addition to the trees, numerous shrubs and perennials would be planted near the new White Bear Avenue access and surrounding the convenience store site. The applicant will be required to submit an updated photometric plan that meets all city requirements. The photometric plan that was submitted to the city at this point does not currently meet said requirements. Comprehensive sign plans are required for commercial sites with 5 or more tenants. The Maple Ridge Shopping Center has an existing comprehensive sign plan that needs to be amended to facilitate this new development. In the proposed amended comprehensive sign plan, the existing multi-tenant building will continue with the requirements that have already been put in place with the comprehensive sign plan. The grocery store building is proposed to be permitted wall signage and 1 monument sign that would meet ordinance requirements in terms of size and placement. The convenience store building is proposing to allow wall signs that also meet ordinance requirements. The convenience store building would not be permitted a freestanding sign. As with all land use requests reviewed in the City of Maplewood, neighborhood surveys and public hearing notices were sent to properties within 500 feet of this project site. 18 properties received such notices. The city has received 1 response, which was a positive response to the proposed project. In an effort to provide more methods for public feedback, the city also posted a comment form to the project website allowing interested parties to provide direct comment on this proposal. This presentation is also being posted to the city's website prior to the CDRB and Planning Commission meetings on May 19th. The Planning Commission is holding a public hearing at its meeting on May 19th. This public hearing will be conducted electronically. Staff is recommending approval of the requested items detailed in this presentation per the conditions of approval outlined in the staff report.